We are giving everyone the opportunity to remedy bad behavior. Why would I want to blow up the global financial system? We believe that it is important to level set and give people a cure period, but they should know that that will move very quickly and that we are serious. Secondary sanctions are a very powerful tool. If people do not want to meet our expectations, then we expect, and they should expect, that they will leave the dollar system.
So they're going after Iran's connections, Steve, all over the world. They want Iran to face complete global isolation. From what you just heard, will this work?
Well, the markets like it, don't they, at least so far. It's good news that the oil price fell when Scott Bessent was talking about this. Look, I think it can work. It depends a lot on whether our allies, follow our lead here. But I think they will. And listen, I like what Scott Bessent said. You have two options here. Either you're cooperative, you act like a civilized nation, or you're going to be completely isolated economically. And that's exactly what Trump and his team should be saying right now.
As always, when sanctions are announced, you ask the question, can they enforce this? Right, Robert? This is the zero leakage approach described by Secretary Bessent a moment ago.
Treasury has mapped every node, every facilitator, and every network that Iran has used to smuggle oil and evade sanctions. Beginning today, the actions of Treasury and other agencies will tighten the noose and block every potential source of revenue that funds the IRGC and the evil Iranian regime. We are enforcing a zero leakage approach.
Your reaction, Robert?
You know, Sandra, although I've been critical in their approach with this Iran war, this I support fully because Iran's already been hammered economically. Inflation's up at 85–90%. But when you start going after secondary sanctions, you're going after all their trading partners. You're going after the way that they can find wiggle room. Unfortunately, in 2004, when I was at UBS, we circumvented secondary sanctions on Iran, Libya, and Cuba. We had to pay a big fine. I didn't become president of UBS till 2006, so it's before I was running it. But listen, you have to make sure there's zero wiggle room. What I think Treasury Secretary Bessent needs to do better is be clear to China and Chinese banks, who really is the key to all of this working, that they are going to keep a tight eye on them, and they're going to make sure that if there's any shenanigans going on, that they're going to pay the price. Because really, at the end of the day, this is all about China and Russia, because Turkey and Pakistan and the other trading partners, they're not going to do anything against the U.S. Okay, but this is all about Russia and China. I think he has to be firmer on that.
Yeah, Steve, that's a good point. This was the moment when Treasury Secretary Bessent talked about exactly that and warned any country that is foolish enough to help Iran. Listen here.
Any entity that facilitates money laundering on behalf of Iran will be removed from the U.S. dollar system. The clock just started ticking. These measures broaden secondary sanctions risk for anyone foolish enough to continue conducting business with this regime, and will accelerate the speed with which we pursue them.
So, Steve, this wasn't just a warning to Iran. This was a message to the world.
Yeah, look, the friend of our enemy is our enemy, and that's what the Secretary Bessent is saying here. You know, Robert is exactly right that one of the key players here is China. And I was just looking at these statistics this morning, Sandra. You know, above 80% of the oil that comes out of the Persian Gulf and through the Strait of Hormuz, you know where it goes? It goes to China, India, and Asia. So the reason I bring that up, Sandra, is it's in China's own economic interest to get this system resolved so they can have low energy prices. The question, but of course, we also know the China government will do everything they can to try to wreak havoc